effective in conditioning your subconscious mind is writing your goals down every single day. You can either use a pen to write your list of goals on a blank sheet of paper or journal, or if you prefer, you can use the Notes app on your phone. Begin with a blank page every day and write everything you want to achieve in your life.
Yo, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Listen, I need y'all to do me a favor and let's blast this link out. Today's call is about to be one of those. It's a lot of stuff happening. People do not want to miss this. I promise you. These are the last moments that we have to make our minds up and to also not just make your mind up, but truly get in the game. Today's session is all about getting in the game. If you're in the game, drop "I'm in the game." Welcome to the call. This is the 93rd episode of Coffee and Crypto. As we're on our way to 100 episodes, as we're on our way to a full rebranding of this brand, it is about to be an amazing call today. So I would recommend that you send this out to someone you love. Blast this out on Twitter. Blast this out on all of the other networks. Help me drop this on Discord. Help me drop this in Telegram. As I'm getting this, I don't have time to really send it out because I'm still putting together everything to make sure that we have everything in order for this call. Let's go. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, and I will talk to you guys in the next few minutes.
Write as many things as you want. Let your imagination run wild. As you make a habit of doing this every day, you'll begin to feel a sense of excitement towards these goals, especially the ones that resonate with you most. This is when your subconscious mind is prepared to do its best work. As the days go by and you keep writing your goals down, you'll begin to notice your intuition guides you to the achievement of these goals and inspiring you to take action. The third habit is visualization. This is another technique commonly used by the most successful people in the world. The power of visualization has been studied and documented for many centuries and is yet another very effective way of conditioning your subconscious mind to achieve your goals. Make a habit of taking time daily to close your eyes and visualize the life you want to create. Visualize the end result. Focus on the details that make it feel real. What it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like. You can even take this process one step further and use your imagination to reverse engineer your goals. You can do this by imagining what the path to achieving your goals looks like. Sometimes when visualizing your ideal life, it may feel far-fetched and out of reach. But when you also visualize the process to the achievement, your mind is able to see the path, accept your goals as realistic possibility, and assist you in getting there. You can combine this habit with your previous habit of goal setting so that for each goal you write down, you pause and visualize it before moving on to the next one.
Make sure you're sending this link out to each and every single person that you like, love, and respect. We're going to get started in the next 2 minutes, family. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto. This is, all right, another legendary call. Please do not leave. You're going to miss out on some value, guys. Welcome to the call, and we'll get started in the next 2 minutes.
The fourth habit that will make you rich is surrounding yourself with successful people. It has been said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If that is the case, then it stands to reason that surrounding yourself with positive, successful people can help you achieve success in your own life. Success is infectious, and the more time you spend around it, the more it becomes a part of who you are. Now, you may be thinking, I don't know any successful people to hang around. Well, I have some good news for you. You don't need to know any. You're lucky enough to live in a time where you can surround yourself with successful people digitally if you don't have access to any physically. The internet allows you to immerse yourself in videos, podcasts, and interviews with the most successful people in the world. The more you listen to them and absorb their mindset, the more like them you become. So make a habit of consuming content from successful people you look up to and aspire to be like whenever you can. This leads us to the next habit, reading. Knowledge is power, and reading is yet another way successful people fill their mind with the ideas and information that help them get rich. Studies have shown that the habit of reading makes you significantly smarter, not just because of the knowledge
Make
you
sure you're
gain,
dropping
but
that link,
because of
family.
the
We'll
way
get
it
started in 1
stimulates your
minute.
brain.
1 minute.
Reading
1 minute,
books
and it is
also learn
time.
from
It is
the
time for blast
experiences
off.
of others.
It
A
is that
single
time.
book can contain knowledge that
Let's
took
go.
someone many years to accumulate. Two must-read books for anyone that wants to get rich are Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. Make a habit of reading just a few pages of a book every day and feed your mind with valuable information that will help you get rich.
Hi, y'all.
All right. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto episode. All right, this is the 93rd episode of Coffee and Crypto, and we are live on YouTube. We're live here on Zoom. I appreciate you, Mr. Branch. Mr. Branch said I sent it out to 40 people. Guys, all right, if you look, that's the type of love, that's the type of energy that we need on this call. If everybody sent this out to 40 people, do y'all understand? Like, I sent it out to 40 people. I really didn't get the chance today. I ain't gonna lie, it really took a lot. It really took a lot for me to be real with y'all. It took a lot for me to even get, this session, like to get this call going today. Like, it's a lot of stuff happening. And I really want to make sure that you guys have the best information moving forward. I want to make sure that you all are, I spend so much time putting this show together. For real, it's a lot happening. And today's call, it's going to be a lot of stuff going on. What I recommend is that you breathe. And this is a call that you're going to have to go back and watch again. And maybe again after that. It's very deep. Okay, there's a lot, we have a lot of deep diving to do. We have to go super deep into the rabbit hole. If y'all got your coffee with me, just go ahead and drop some coffee emojis. You know what I'm saying? And if you can turn on your camera, please don't be, please don't be weird. Turn on those cameras. Join me up here. I want to see those beautiful faces. I love seeing y'all in the morning. And cheers, cheers to everybody. Even if you're not able to turn your camera on, I don't think it's weird, but if you're just sitting here staring at me like this, you ain't doing nothing. Looking. That's how people be looking. I know how this is how y'all be looking. Y'all be looking at me like this, right? What up, Jamel? What's up, Mom? All right, awesome. It's beautiful to see faces, man. We got to pick up the numbers on this call. I'm not gonna lie. I might start recording this and not even going live. I don't even think people really value the live call. I might start just recording it and dropping. Like I heard Earn Your Leisure talk about that on Market Monday. They was like, man, we tired of not hitting the numbers that we know we deserve to hit on the live call. Because there's no way in hell it shouldn't be 100 people on here. Like, y'all, there's no way in hell. You want to know why there isn't? Because everybody ain't taking the time to just spread the information, spread the knowledge. Y'all being selfish and just coming in here, holding this information hostage. You know what I mean? Like, this information should not be held hostage. This information should be spread to the masses. People should have their asses on this call. I'm serious. Excuse my language, but people should have their behinds on this call, especially in this moment right now. This is a moment in history that will never get again. There will always be a new invention. There will always be a new social media. There will always be another brand of water. There'll always be a new fashion thing that comes out. You know what I mean? Right now, it seems like it's men wearing dresses and stuff like that. Not VO, but hey, that's the fashion trend. You know what I mean? Not me, but that's the fashion trend, right? So I want y'all to realize that trends are a thing that comes all the time. This opportunity that we have in front of us is something that we will never see again. You will never have an opportunity in your lifetime. And even if you're 18 or 19 on the call, Jamel, you will never have another opportunity in your lifetime to amass wealth the way that we are going to amass wealth right here, right now in 2023. Guys, I got proof. I got proof today that the rocket ship has already taken off. I understood what Rosie Rios said when she said the train has already left the station. Thank you, Miss LA. The train has already left the station. And I have proof today. I have some things that Rosie Rios wasn't able to show you, right? Her interview wasn't long enough. She needs to be here on Coffee and Crypto, right? Let's get to it. If y'all ready today, man, drop some coffee in the chat box. YouTube, thank you for helping me blast through 500 subscribers. Now let's go ahead and get another 500 done so we can monetize this show. Yes, right? And continue to grow. That is what we do here at Coffee and Crypto. Guys, welcome to the show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's show because it is extremely, extremely bullish. Now, we have to start first, okay? I didn't know what to start with. I was going to ask y'all if y'all want me to start with the good, the bad, the ugly. Y'all let me know in the chat box. Do y'all want the good, y'all want the bad, or do y'all want the ugliest? How do y'all want to start today? Right? Let me see where y'all at right now. Y'all want to go ahead and get the ugly stuff out the way? All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get the ugliest stuff out the way right now. And then we're going to talk about the positive things, right? See, what they don't show you on media, what they don't show you on Fox News and Bloomberg, what they're not going to show you, they're going to show you all the ugly. But they're never going to talk about the good things that are happening, the partnerships, the reason why it's ugly. And they never show you the light at the end of the tunnel. They just show you the middle of the tunnel where it's the darkest. Y'all feel where I'm coming from? They always show you the middle of the tunnel where it's the darkest. Now, today I am going to get a little biblical. Okay, I am going to pull up a scripture from Revelations. So if you listen, if you're not a Christian, okay, if you don't have faith in God, I'm sorry, all right? Just mute out, okay? Just mute out on that particular part because I didn't know, honestly, I didn't know you were coming. I don't have another version, but I do want to be respectful. I want to let you know up front, okay? I never want to play with people's beliefs, okay? So that will be a little bit down the road, maybe in the middle of the show. But right now, there has been a meeting on Capitol Hill. This is the meeting that we all have been waiting for. This is the meeting that is setting up Gary Gensler to come in April and testify and talk. And then also Gary Gensler has a meeting. Well, he just had a meeting in front of Congress as well about their fiscal 2024 year budget, which I just heard that a huge portion of the budget that they're looking to get within the SEC is for employees to be able to pay people, right? To be able to actually pay people. So that's a huge part of their fiscal year budget from what I was researching on Twitter. Now, this right here is from Tom Emmer, which y'all know, man. Y'all know how much I like Tom. Tom has been really dishing it out on Twitter. He's been dishing it out all over Capitol Hill. And this guy is literally like the I would say the Black Knight or the White Knight or whatever type of knight he is, right? He's that guy on Capitol Hill. He plays no games. Now listen to this right here as he talks about digital assets has nothing to do with a bank run. All right, how you remember in a couple episodes before, they tried to make it seem like digital assets, cryptocurrencies had a huge thing to do with these bank runs. And he talks about how they did it. Listen up.
With banks in their supervisory capacity and this administration's political attack, quite frankly, from the highest levels of our government on the digital asset industry, which, by the way, had nothing to do with causing the runs, sparked fear, leading to bank runs at Silvergate, Silicon Valley Bank, and apparently Signature, bringing these core issues plaguing our economy and the broader banking sector to the surface. Let's not be fooled. Providing financial services to legal businesses in the U.S. should not be risky. But this past month has proven that the mismanagement of our monetary policy has apparently made it risky to put dollars in a bank. Mr. Grunberg, will the FDIC sell off Signature's deposits from digital asset businesses? Yes or no?
We're returning those deposits to the depositors, Congress.
So, okay. Does the FDIC plan to sell the intellectual property for Signet?
I believe that's already been sold out of the Bridge Institution, Congressman.
All right. We would like to see that information. Will you commit that a bank that buys Signet will be able to use it to facilitate 24/7 access to the banking system for digital asset companies?
I'm happy to look into that. I don't know who the buyer was, but be glad to look into it and follow up with you in regard.
You're not going to block the buyer from doing 24/7 banking for digital asset companies. Is that correct?
If that's the nature of the acquisition, yes.
And will you commit that a bank that buys Signet, or the bank that did, will be able to onboard new digital asset customers?
Again, I'd like to look into the transaction, but I'd be glad to follow up with you in regard to it.
When the FDIC sold off Silicon.
So they never answer questions. They just keep saying, "I'm going to get right back to you." How are you in this? How are you in this position? And you ain't never got no answer. I'm just going to get right back to you. I don't have no proof, and I don't know. Like, what did you do? Like, what are these people doing? I don't know. All right, and honestly, it seems to me like the general public is a lot smarter than the people that are sitting representing us. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But that's all I'm saying though. All right. Now, FDIC gives Signature's crypto clients account deadline, right? This came out on March 29th. Drop some coffee. Everything today is brand new, right? All the information we drop in the day is is news flashes. All right, is big news, things that just happened, big headlines, things that will scare you from investing in these assets, or things that will scare you out of your holdings. News flashes. FDIC gives Signature's crypto clients account deadline, right? So what does this mean, right? Well, the FDIC has told crypto clients with deposits at the failed bank that they are facing a deadline to close their accounts and move their money, according to Bloomberg. All right, New York Community Bank Bancorp assumed most of Signature Bank's deposits and some of its loans earlier this month through its Flagstar Bank subsidiary, but that deal didn't include about $4 billion of deposits related to Signature's digital assets banking business. So the FDIC is not. And why are they not? They are not insuring your crypto deposits in these banks. And the reason why is because there's no federal regulation, right? Same way that you can't put cannabis money in the bank, right? So even though they allow for people to do this, and now they crash these banks and they blame it on crypto. No, blame it on the alcohol that they're drinking before they're making their laws, right? Blame it on the alcohol that they're drinking before they make these laws, because they have to be drinking. And they smoking good gas. Amen? Nah, I'm for real. I know I'm funny, but I'm for real, right? Now, I want y'all to see something. Okay, something that is crazy, all right? And I wasn't even going to show this, but let me show y'all this real quick, right? Let's go look at this. Signature Bank, look at what Signature Bank stock is worth right now. It looked like a crypto. It looked like the same price of XRP, higher than that. XRP worth more. XRP is worth more than Signature Bank's stock right now. Hold up. When's the last time you saw, right? When's the last time you saw a stock price at 28 cents? This is a penny stock. Signature Bank is now a penny stock. Let's talk about the year to date. Okay, let's see what we can find. Hold on one second. So Signature Bank stock was at, and I saw a post where it was at, like, let's see. This is not looking like the actual stock, because I looked it up yesterday. Y'all give me 1 second. Here we go. I think this is where I looked it up at yesterday. Okay, let's go to year to date. Okay, there we go. Now this is more like it. Here we go. Okay, so year to date. All right. On January 4th, Signature Bank's stock was worth $117.94. Holy crap. Holy crap. On March 13th, it was worth $70. Holy crap. Wow. Today, it's worth $24. Just wanted y'all to, I just want you guys to see what is happening in this world. Now, to move on to the next video that we have, okay? Patrick McHenry, okay, another GOAT is coming in hot, okay, on Michael Barr's FDIC chair and Nellie Lang. McHenry, let's hope you have the same energy or higher when Gary Gensler comes in, okay, on April 18th. So Gary will be there on April 18th to talk in front, or at least he's supposed to be there, right? Hopefully he will be.
For inviting me here to testify today. I look forward to your questions.
I recognize myself for 5 minutes for questions. Undersecretary Lang, when did you become aware of the severe financial distress of Silicon Valley Bank?
Chairman
Date and time
Henry,
would be helpful.
We became aware.
When did you
of-
become aware? I'm going
I
to
became
you.
aware of issues at Silicon Valley Bank on Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday. I would like to have a written response to when you became aware. You can search your email, that'd be helpful. Vice Chair Barr, when did you become aware?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
When did you become aware of SVB's
Sorry,
financial distress?
I was going to answer that. Thursday morning, I received an email from staff indicating that Wednesday evening, the bank had difficulty.
Thursday morning. When did you become aware, Vice Chairman?
I believe it was Thursday evening. Staff came into a meeting I was at.
Thursday evening for Silicon Valley Bank. Okay. Along those lines, and you had a staff presentation in February that included Silicon Valley Bank and the distress because of rising interest rates on their portfolio. What did you do between that February staff presentation to you and the week of March 6th about Silicon Valley Bank?
Staff presented on the interest rate risk.
Yes, that's what I said. That was a February presentation. What did you do as Vice Chair of Supervision between that time and the bank, the week of the bank failure?
Staff indicated that they were completing their review of the bank and of this broader horizontal review at that time, and I was waiting for the results of that review.
Were you aware of Silicon Valley Bank raising capital the week of March 6th?
I believe I became aware of that in this email that I described to you
On Thursday morning, that they had successfully raised the capital, but they're facing financial distress.
I was not aware Thursday morning that there were deposit outflows. I was trying to finish the answer to that question. I was aware of the difficulty Wednesday night in raising capital, but the bank was reporting to supervisors Thursday morning that deposits were stable.
When did you become aware of the deposit flows? On Thursday.
Thursday afternoon, late afternoon, I became aware of deposit flows, and Thursday evening that there was essentially a bank run.
So Thursday afternoon, which could be mid-morning in California? Is that what you're suggesting?
I believe it was around noon in California, and for me, around 3 o'clock.
Okay. And did you make provision for the discount window or pledgeable assets at that time you heard of their distress?
My understanding from the staff is they were in discussions with the bank itself beginning Thursday afternoon to try and move pledgeable collateral over to the discount window. That work continued Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, and actually overnight.
Did you make provision to keep the discount window open so they could provision collateral to avoid a bank collapse?
The discount window opening decision is sort of like a standard thing. It normally
A
closes.
standard thing, except in a moment of crisis, it can be kept open. I think the Vice Chair for Supervision should be able to make that phone call. Did you provision for that? Or did you think you needed a provision for that?
Mr. Chairman, at the time, my understanding was that the difficulty wasn't sending funds. The difficulty was actually getting the collateral, evaluating the collateral and getting it pledged to the discount window. And staff were working with Silicon Valley Bank basically all afternoon and evening and through the morning the next day to pledge as much collateral as humanly possible to the discount.
So on Friday morning, Vice Chair, Chair Grunberg, you were appointed receiver. When did you become aware that FDIC was going to have to take this measure or was going to receive this bank?
I think when we were informed Thursday evening.
I mean, were you informed Thursday?
I was
evening?
informed Thursday evening by staff. That
Which meant you had Friday morning conference calls to make a decision. Was that part of it?
I think we were, think we knew Thursday evening that the bank was going to fail and that we needed to make provision to take over the institution.
Did you pick up the phone and call the vice chair of supervision at the Fed and say, how can we provision to keep this institution open for Friday?
I can't recall that. My recollection is, Mr. Chairman, that the institution was experiencing a liquidity failure and that it was going to fail. And
It was going to fail on Friday open or Friday evening? Were you provisioning for this for the weekend decision?
No, I think the expectation and their experience was that the institution was going to be closed in the morning.
At what point did you open an auction for Silicon Valley Bank? On Friday?
I believe it was Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon, you opened for auction. So that weekend, what happened we only heard the announcement of Congress receiving this information at 11:20 on Friday morning. There was an idiosyncratic bank. And Sunday afternoon was the next pronouncement from any of you three on the panel, and it was a systemic risk designation. That's what shook the market for the last 2 weeks. That's the reason why we've had these extraordinary interventions in the financial system. And I want to know the key details of that weekend. I hope we can drill into those questions.
Sure.
Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but we watched the video. Let me come up to the stage. So y'all remember when we watched the video when there's a lady? I couldn't find it, man. I tried to find it to kind of merge it. I think I showed it maybe like 3 episodes ago. But the lady said that the banks. Do y'all remember this when she said the banks will shut down on a Friday? Y'all remember when she said that? The banks will close on a Friday, right? And then you won't be able to access anything. If you remember that, drop some coffee in the chat box if y'all remember that particular video, right? But I remember clearly this lady saying that, and I can't remember what I don't know her name. I can't find it, right? Let me see. Hold on. I know somebody know. Let's see. Monica. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Okay, cool. Well, I don't know who it was, right? However, she said it. And so now let's dive in because I found it. She said it. We've discovered it here on Coffee and Crypto. Guys, y'all see how many tabs? We ain't even got started. So today's episode, I'm sorry, might go over a little bit, but let's get it. All right. So now in 1997, Russia said that if NATO keeps expanding, then Russia will team up with China. This was back in 1997 when Biden wasn't even vice president, right? This is back in the day.
Where do they go?
When
Biden,
I believe, was what was he? Biden was he a governor or he was or a senator? He was something, right? But let's watch this quick video.
Where do they go? I had one interesting comment. Our conversation was gone off, was repeated with Levin. They talked about they don't want this NATO expansion. They know it's not in their security interest and on and on. And said, well, and if you do that, we may have to look to China. And I couldn't help using the colloquial expression from my state by saying to Zaganoff, lots of luck in your senior year. Good luck. And if that doesn't work, try Iran. I'm serious. I said that to them, and these were, and they know, I knew, they knew, everybody knows that is not an option. And everybody knows, every one of those leaders acknowledges and needs, and they resent it, but they need to look west. And the question is, well, this is designed to completely shut them out, but not in terms of whether or not it's a direct military security threat.
Now, the thing about it is this, right? They've been hating America. Ain't nobody liked America, right? So now we're moving into this new dawn, this new day, this new age, this new era, this one world currency, this one world government, the BRICS nations overpowering the G7, right? This is what we are moving into, family. Check this out. Saudi Arabia takes steps to joining China-led security bloc as ties with Beijing strengthen. So you have Saudi Arabia, who is partnering, who's taking steps to devalue the dollar. All right. And now instead of oil transactions running through the petrodollar, they'll be ran through the yuan. right? The Chinese yuan. That is what we are working toward, right? So the SCO is a political security and trade alliance that lists China, Russia, India, and Pakistan and 4 other Central Asian nations as members, right? So that is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, right? They're tired of U.S. dominance. Now, I'm not going to go through this article. Okay, I want to show you guys headlines so we can get into all of the important stuff, right? Now, if we fast forward right here, okay, this right here is called the ASEAN, right? Association of Southeast Asian Nations. You have Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, Philippines, Thailand. I don't even know what country this is, right? I got to look that up. All right. So Brunei DS, all right, Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, and Timor-Leste, which I don't even know what that is either, right? So you got all these countries that are in the Southeast Asian Pacific of the world, right? And so now they're coming together, and their finance ministers and central banks consider dropping the US dollar, the euro, and the yen. Okay, Indonesia is calling for phasing out Visa and MasterCard. So right now you have these Asian members that are saying, hey, we want to start, instead of us using these credit cards issued by local banks. Well, excuse me, instead of using credit cards that are issued by the Western countries, they'd rather start using or utilizing credit cards and in foreign payment systems that are local, right? Especially for their inter-country movement of money, right? So of the Asian nations, just Singapore has enforced sanctions on Russia, while all other Asian nations continue to trade with the country. There has been alarm at being caught up in U.S.-led secondary sanctions are as short of impact Central and South Asia countries involved in cotton manufacturing, a major industry in the region employing millions of people. Okay, foreign investors in Asia may wish to consider the amount of US dollars, euros, and yen held in their accounts in light of a pending Asian currency trade decision. Huge. All right, then we got another one. China, this is all out on the same days, family. There's no coincidence. China and Brazil strike deal to ditch the dollar for trade. Again, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and now you have Saudi Arabia in talks, in cahoots of joining the BRICS nations. This is big, right? Why is this big? China is setting up the yuan clearing in Brazil. What is clearing? If you guys don't know what clearing is a component of transaction settlement. The easiest way to understand clearing is by thinking about a check. Suppose you wrote a check at a grocery store 15 years ago. All right. The store would deposit the check, but the funds would not be available until it cleared. Clearing is different from settlement. When the check clears, the funds have been verified and reserved. Settlement is the next step when the funds transfer between the banks. Listen, this is important for blockchain technology. Why? This is important for Ripple technology, for XRP technology, XLM technology, because these technologies have what we call on-demand liquidity. And one second. I actually want to read this to y'all. I actually want to send it to myself real quick. All right. I'm going to send this to myself. I'm looking for there he is, Mr. Branch text. Here we go. So I'm gonna send this over to my computer really fast. I'm gonna send this over to my computer really fast. Y'all give me 1 second. And I want to show y'all, and this was clutch. I was so grateful for him sending me this so I could share this with you all. So once it comes through and I have it, I will pull it up. But let's continue on with the show until it comes through. Okay, now, so that is clearing, right? And so in a minute, I'll be able to show you how Ripple will help with the clearing and the settlement of these transactions. Okay, next thing that we have is actually I already have it. I didn't even need to do that, y'all. Here we go. Make sure y'all can see it. Okay, there we go. All right. So hopefully y'all can see this, but okay, here we go. So the 5 key benefits of the XRP ledger. Number 1, no pre-funding, right? Improve your working capital position with flexible repayment terms and no pre-funding requirements. Faster payments, offer real-time settlement regardless of your funding source or destination. This is what this software, this is what this technology does for the central banks, right? Anytime access, send payments when your customers need them with no blackout dates, including holidays, nights, and weekends. Understand that is huge because how many of you all have ever worked a job? They said that you were supposed to get your check on Friday. It did not settle. It cleared, but it did not settle until Monday, and Monday was a holiday. So that means you didn't get it till Tuesday, and you needed to pay your rent because rent was on Monday. Rent was due on Monday. Anybody ever ran into that before? Just let me know in the chat box if you've ever ran into a situation before like that, right? So they are making sure that this doesn't happen anymore. People will be able to get paid on the date, on the second, within seconds of them telling it, with less than a penny fee. Lower cost. Pre-negotiated FX and payout fees provide customers with competitive last mile payments. And then new markets, right? Reach new payment corridors easily, right? This is what the XRP ledger allows for the world to be able to do. This is huge, huge, huge information, guys. And we are literally on the brink of something huge happening. And I believe that we hold an asset that is working that room. Right now, let's continue to push forward. Right now, we saw all of the resistance that was happening. Right, we got all these countries not rocking with it, and then we got our neighbor. We got our neighbor right here. All right here in Mexico. Listen up.
México es un país independiente y libre, no una colonia ni un protectorado de Estados Unidos. Cooperación, sí. Sometimiento, no. ¡Viva la expropiación petrolera! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva México!
Hey, these people could not wait till listen, Meek Mill said they want to see me fall and I will never sell my soul, right? That's what Meek Mill said. They want to see, they have been waiting for America to slip up the way that they have. These countries have been waiting for this moment, God, for years. Their leaders are older. They've been waiting since their 20s and their 30s for this moment. And the moment is finally here. And now the countries said, just like the Falcons, rise up. Russia stops giving advance notice about missile test info to the US. I had to throw this in here today. This is scary, but y'all got to know. Somebody got to tell you. Russia is not giving us advance notice about missile tests anymore. What does that mean? What I don't know what it means. I don't want to speak it into existence, but I feel like y'all know what's about to happen. Xi Jinping says he is preparing China for war. This is on March 29th. The world should take him seriously. This is on Foreign Affairs. Okay. His government also announced a 7.2% increase in China's defense budget, which has doubled over the last decade. You know where our budget has went? Our budget has not went to defense. Our budget has went to protecting Ukraine, protecting all these countries. Protecting Taiwan as China is positioning itself to attack Taiwan next, right? Just continue to push forward, right? Now, this right here was the portion of the call. I told you I had to bring up the biblical moment, right? So in Matthew 24, 6-8, turn with me to your King James Version, all right? Number 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So although there are wars and rumors of wars and a whole lot of trouble, none of this stuff will come to pass. The end, okay, all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Understand this. For nation shall rise against nations. We're seeing that right now. We're seeing kingdoms rise up against another kingdom. And there shall be famines, which we see, all right, and pestilences and earthquakes, which have happened, right, in diverse places. We've seen all of this stuff happen. And number 8 says, all these things are beginning of sorrows. I want y'all to know to keep your faith in these times. It is about to get ugly. Let's continue to push forward past the ugliest news around the world. Now let's get into some central bank information, some other content, and then we'll be up out of here today, guys.
Hey guys, the Bank of Japan announced today that if 10-year bonds rise to 2%, which they're trying very hard to do, the Bank of Japan will be sitting on a $400 billion loss. That's about 8% of GDP. And in US terms, it would be about $1.8 trillion. The Fed, indeed the entire world, isn't far behind. The Fed is now technically bankrupt. Liabilities are greater than assets for the first time in its history. And it's now losing about $2 billion a week. That's about $100 billion a year. So what does this mean for the rest of us? Counterintuitively, the losses don't mean as much as it seems because the damage was done when the money was printed. So the main real world impact of a bankrupt central bank is that remittances paid to the government dry up. These are commissions that central banks pay to governments every year for giving them the right to counterfeit currency. In the case of the Fed, before COVID, they had been turning over about $100 billion a year to Congress in profits. It makes these profits, by the way, because the Fed prints up money, lends it out, and then books interest on those counterfeitings. Now, $100 billion is a chunk of change. It's about half what the government takes in corporate income taxes. But beyond this, there's not that much impact, even if they pile up trillions in losses. It simply means Congress won't get their $100 billion a check, $100 billion a year commission. Maybe they'll never get it again. They'll either have to cut spending, good luck with that, or they'll raise taxes again. Now, to see why, imagine you're a counterfeiter who just printed $1 million in the basement, and then you pull an all-nighter, losing 90% of it on FTX, trading altcoins. Is it a problem? Well, if you pretend the original money was real, it's a catastrophe, the worst day ever. You lost 90%, $900,000. But given the original money was fake, it's actually meaningless. It's just an annual commission you will no longer be paying to Congress anymore. Now, that doesn't mean it's harmless. It just means the losses are not the poison, the printing was the poison. Since COVID began, more than $10 trillion have been printed by the central banks of the world. So that's the Fed, the ECB, Bank of Japan, Australia, Canada, essentially every major central bank printed up a ton of money. This is why we're getting this inflation now. And printing all that money effectively seized a huge hunk of the accumulated wealth of humanity. So take those counterfeiters in the basement and multiply that by millions and millions of them. And they all pumped those counterfeitings into your life savings, water into the wine of your accumulated wealth. Now, where did that accumulated wealth go? Almost all of it went to governments and to rich borrowers because it was used to subsidize borrowing, right? To make borrowing super cheap. They did this because they wanted to boost the economy. They also did it in order to finance the COVID lockdowns. And of course, all of it with a commission to the national governments who keep the siphon running. So whether the counterfeit dollars made a profit is irrelevant. The crime was their creation. So what's next? These bank panics all but guarantee a return to COVID era industrial scale siphoning of humanity's wealth via, you guessed it, central bank money printing, which will lead to yet more losses, probably again, announcements like today's $1 trillion loss of the Bank of Japan. We should expect to see that scale of announcements from an increasing number of central banks.
No. All right. So the Federal Reserve's new FedNow service is a whole new system that's faster and better than traditional banking. It also gives the Fed the power to track and eventually control your purchases.
Once she initiates the payment, her credit union screens the payment and sends an ISO 20022 compliant payment message, either directly or through a service provider to the FedNow service over the Federal Reserve's FedLine network. The FedNow service instantly validates the payment message and passes it along to the coffee bean supplier's bank. In real time, the supplier's bank confirms to the FedNow service that it intends to accept the payment. And the FedNow service debits and credits the master accounts of both the shop owners and the coffee bean suppliers' financial institutions or the master accounts of their correspondents.
And this could save tens of minutes. I don't think they needed to waste all of the production time here. Let me translate for you. It's a whole new system that's faster and better than traditional banking. You can go to a grocery store and buy a few items with your hard-earned money, and then you present your Fed card with a trusty Federal Reserve representative, and they'll say, oh, yeah, you're too fat, so you can't buy any of these things. The end.
Woo! Bars. Now, this guy right here's name is Tika. All right. How many people know this guy right here? How many of y'all know? How many of y'all know this guy? Tika Tiwari. All right. He helps demystify cryptocurrency. He is the most trusted expert in cryptocurrency, apparently. All right. Until VO came around. All right. We just got to work our way up. He's been around a little longer. You know what I mean? He have a couple more grays on his hair. I got 1 gray in my beard. So I know when I get about 5 grays in my beard, I'll be up there with Tika. Okay. However, let's talk about it. All right. Now, he did not disclose what he was talking about, but this right here sounded so familiar, and it sounded like music to my ears. If this sounds like music to your ears, just find that music emoji once you listen to it. Find that music note emoji and drop it as you're listening.
Multi-generational wealth. That's what's at stake today, John, because we're just moments away from what I believe would be the biggest crypto event of this decade. And there is nothing that can stop it. And that is what's so amazing about it. Well, I'll tell you what's amazing is that right off the bat, you're starting with a big prediction about this upcoming event. Here's the thing. I'm not gazing into my crystal ball about this, John. I want to be very clear about that. This event will happen. It is 100% guaranteed to take place. But let me stop you right there, Tika. I know you met him, but how can you guarantee that something will happen? It's a great question. A few years ago, again, I personally met this man who's about to flip the switch and trigger this panic. He's a crypto billionaire, one of the most important men in the crypto world, and developers who are involved in this project. They have confirmed this is happening by as early as the end of this month. That means they could flip the switch at any moment they choose. They're actually running the final test as we speak. John, this is the final test right before they pull that trigger. That means we could wake up tomorrow morning and read about it in the headlines. Yeah, see, I knew this was going to be timely. I just knew it. So this panic that you're talking about could start as soon as tomorrow. Exactly. And we
Tomorrow, I love ya. What she said, what Andy said, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only one day away. We're literally one day away.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions,
Ripple.
including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who's a
Ripple.
former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve?
Ripple.
A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division?
Ripple.
Leading Australia's CBDC effort?
Ripple.
Who hired a former Treasury of the United States?
Ripple.
2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board?
Ripple.
2 former Clinton and Obama advisors? Former
Ripple.
Minister of Defense and
Who
Economics
else?
of Germany? Former business
Ripple.
director at SWIFT? Former SWIFT board member? Former CFO of PayPal? Former head of the DTCC? Former chief business officer at Uber? Former VP of Amazon and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Motion Loop, IMF's high-level advisory board on fintech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple.
Ripple.
Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.
Drops mic. Drops mic. Not going nowhere. Let's keep going. Now, it's time for the securities industries to take settlement efficiency to the next level. Y'all want to know why? After I found this video right here on Swift's Twitter, I know exactly why the SEC is suing Ripple.
Like others, the securities industry is embracing digital transformation. But one gap we still have today is the ability to track a security settlement transaction end-to-end throughout its life cycle. And that is key to enable transparency, full visibility across participants in the chain, and improve post-trade efficiency. We all share a common goal to avoid fails. And when those fails happen, we want to fast-track their resolution. This is particularly key when it comes to customer experience, to avoiding settlement discipline regime penalties, and be able to face T+1 and even T+0 altogether in an efficient manner. So let's keep acting.
They are about to process the settlements of the securities industry, these securities transactions. We've been talking about tokenization. Securities will be tokenized, and the SWIFT ISO 20022 transition is coming, and it will be processing also in the securities market. Mr. Branch told you, right? He told you this before. Now, got a quick news announcement, came out March 29th. I told you guys everything is fresh right now. Y'all don't have to worry, everything's fresh. U.S. regulator sues Bexy in expanded crypto crackdown as platform shuts down. Bexy is another crypto exchange. They're another crypto firm, okay? I want you all to understand something. We are in the moments right now where all of these US-based crypto companies will be sued, and only a few will have the money to either go through settlement or they'll have the lawyers necessary because they have the money. But most of these companies are still small mom and pop companies that are not doing the numbers that Ripple's doing. They're not doing the numbers that Hedera Hashgraph is doing. They don't have the same lawyers. We are not the same. We are talking about alien technology. We're talking about the new technology of the future. This technology will be around even when we are gone. This is what we are investing in. This is why you'll never get another opportunity like this. You'll be able to invest later, but it won't be like this. Guys, let's finish this show off strong. If y'all with me right now, drop some coffee in the chat box. If you rocking with me, drop some coffee because I got a few more headlines for you. Let's really tie all this in. All right. This is not an April Fool's joke. I know tomorrow's April 1st. I know y'all are expecting a little April Fool's, but what did the lady say? She said it all happened on a Friday. She said it will all happen. I just remember her saying that. It will all happen on a Friday. Let me show y'all how I know. Let me show y'all how we've dug so deep in this rabbit hole that we know that it all is happening April 1st. And while everybody thinks that it is an April Fool's joke, this is not. On April 1st, Raiffeisen Bank, as the entire banking system is switching to the international standard ISO 20022 for UAH transactions. During the night of March 31st to April 1st, 2023, Raiffeisen Bank, together with the entire banking system of Ukraine, will switch to the new generation electronic payment system and implement the new international standards. Guys, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only one day away. Tomorrow's one day away, guys. March 31st is one day away. Understand this. From March 31st at 10 p.m. until April 1st at 7 a.m., it will be possible for you to log into your system, create payments, and send them to the bank. But payments will not be executed, including internal banking systems. April 1st, Saturday, from 7 to 3, the system will not be available for login, which means that payments will not be executed and payroll statements will not be processed. April 1st after 3 p.m., the login to the new system will be renewed and all payments will be executed gradually. The key word is gradually. Oh, don't worry about it. You want to know about credit unions? I got, and listen, you want 31 favors? Baskin Robbins is what you're gonna get. You want 31 flavors? Welcome to Baskin Robbins, because I'm gonna give you all 31 flavors right here, right now. You want to know about credit unions? Vincent Owens will give it to you. All right. Now, before we get to credit unions, let's talk about this. Now we know UBS. Okay, UBS took over what bank, family? What bank did UBS acquire? We went over it. Let me make sure y'all were paying attention. Make sure y'all took y'all notes. Make sure y'all got your thinking cap on. UBS acquired what bank, family? That bank was called Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse. Now check this out. The board of directors of UBS Group announces today that it has named Sergio Ermotti as its new group CEO effective April 5th. Guys, the current CEO, Ralph Hamer, said, man, they just acquired Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse just literally went belly up. Now you got this huge bank, and now you got a CEO that's been there for years that stepped down out of nowhere after they acquired them. That's kind of weird. Seems a little fishy to me. Let's keep pushing forward. Major Australian bank to end cash withdrawals from its branches as the end of paper notes looms. This came out March 29th. Everything hot. Everything hot. Coffee still hot. Drop some hot coffee. Coffee still hot. Coffee still hot. All right. Check this out. National Bank of Ukraine. Implementation of ISO 20022 standard. As of April 1st, all interbank payments will only be transacted in the new generation of SEP 4.0. Guys, we are here right now in the moment that we've been waiting for. Mo, we've been waiting for this moment. It's time. We've been waiting for this moment, Mo. It's time. Fire the jet up. Fire up the jet. Straight up. Let's go golfing. Let's go golfing. Let's go golfing in every country. Let's do that. Let's do that. Commercial real estate is the next shoe to drop for regional banks and the stock market. Commercial real estate. Understand. Y'all thought real estate was safe. All these people, all these real estate folks, I know I'm in real estate, but all y'all real estate folks talking to VO, talking about, hey, what about crypto? You crypto down, ain't it? You crypto down. Oh yeah. All right, it's down right now, but you're next, buddy. You're next, Broham. Broham, right? Because let me tell you why, Broham, right? Because look at this. This is ASCU. What is ASCU? ASCU, all right? Let's go get the name real quick. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. and that's okay. I don't have to be that smart because all I gotta do is go and look it up. I don't know. I know it's a credit union. All right. I know it's a credit union. I forget the name of it though. ASCU. Here we go. Our mission. Let's see what the name. I need the name. American Southwest Credit Union. There you go. American Southwest Credit Union. Check this out, y'all. Digital banking training. This is in America. Digital banking training. Digital banking training date Thursday, April 6th. Okay. The switch is coming to the US of A. All right. They didn't say it here, but they have a training that's happening in person. In person, this training is happening. Let's keep pushing forward. Then you got Dorigo Federal Credit Union. Look at this. We are upgrading our digital banking solution. Update your information today for a seamless switch. All right. We are upgrading our digital banking solution. On here, though, they don't say, y'all don't see ISO 20022 anywhere. Y'all don't see that. But guess what? This is another federal credit union. Look at this right here, guys. Scotiabank is in the process of upgrading and transitioning all banking accounts, all right, to its to a digital account on April 1st. It all happened on a Friday. Look at this right here, y'all. We are expected to reopen April 1st. They got the notes up right here. You can't even go in their bank. We're sorry for the inconvenience. Scotiabank lays foundation for data-rich payments across global footprints. All right, completion of ISO 2002 upgrade enables payments to carry more context and information. Look at that. That's Scotiabank. I got some proof for y'all that Ripple is all up in here. Ripple and R3, this back in 2016, team up with 12 banks. Let's go look at those banks real quick. What banks are those? You got all these banks right here. But if you look right here, you got Scotiabank. Scotia. Come on. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Right? Come on, y'all. I have some other stuff to show. All right, I have some other stuff to show. I want to show y'all something that I thought was interesting. If y'all look right here, all these credit unions got this same little symbol. It's like fair housing, fair. I think it's equal housing. You see it's equal housing opportunity. Y'all see that right there? Equal housing opportunity at the bottom. Y'all see that? All right, cool. Now check this out. Let's go to hold up. Let's go right here. Hold up. Look right there to the bottom right there. Equal housing opportunity. Y'all see that? So it seems like all of these federal credit unions have an equal housing opportunity. The equal housing opportunity deals with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. This has nothing to do with crypto, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention that the housing market is next. The commercial real estate market is next, and it will be tokenized through the transactions. Because why? Because all of these transactions are security. These are security transactions. When people purchase real estate as a group, talk about commercial real estate. People don't buy commercial real estate by themselves. Most of the time, it's crowdfunding going into commercial real estate. So therefore, that's a security transaction. All commercial properties have to go through the SEC, especially if they're doing crowdfunding to raise money. Because you have people looking to make a profit off of initial investment. They must protect the investors, non-accredited and accredited. That's the SEC's job. So now you have the fair housing equal opportunity on the bottom of all these federal credit unions. And I promise you somehow it ties in with everything that's happening. Guys, I can't make this stuff up. Here's another bank right here, another bank that's a part of the Ukraine. You have the Agricole Bank Creda, okay? Whatever this bank is called, okay? You got the Credit Agricole Bank April 1st. I can't make this stuff up. Now, before we get up out of here, okay? I got some good news. This came out March 29th. Just drop some coffee in the chat box real quick, okay? Drop some coffee. This is hot right here. This is from the US Department of State. This article, this fact sheet that came out was about private sector commitments to advance democracy. If we do Command F right here and we go and find it, I'm about to show y'all something. Look at this right here. Look at this, y'all. The only crypto company that is pushed into this federal document, Hedera Hashgraph. Stop playing. Stop playing with us. We know what's going on Coffee and Crypto, guys. So with that being said, congratulations to all the billionaires, the multimillionaires, and all the savages that was made today. I'm really grateful for each and every single one of you all for sticking the route. Just hold on. Remember this, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only one day away. I want you guys to go to my YouTube channel and drop "We're only one day away." Hashtag tomorrow. Somebody just go. I want you to go to my YouTube channel. And if you don't follow me on YouTube, let me make sure, or you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know a lot of y'all be on the YouTube channel, watching and stuff like that. However, make sure you smash that like button. Let me go and smash the like button myself. Boom, I smashed my own like button. Look, you got to like your own stuff. You know what I mean? You got to boost yourself up. Don't go nowhere, y'all. I promise you'll regret it. Raise those hands up. You know how we like to do it. Today, I know y'all got something to say. I know y'all got something to say today. All right. But while we're waiting for those hands to raise up, I want to make a couple of announcements. Okay. Is there anybody that would like one-on-one coaching for this year? I'm planning to do something special. If there's anybody that would like to hire me as your coach this year, you can drop a 7 in the chat box. If you're not confident to do that, man, just send me a DM. If you're not confident to do that, man, listen, just call my number. And if you don't got my number, just holler at someone. But if you would like to get more information on the coaching, if you're interested in the coaching program, I want to do something special for you all, especially the ones that's on the Zoom, YouTube, that's constantly showing up. If that's something you'd be interested in, just drop a 7 in the chat box, drop a 7 on YouTube as well. If you would like more information, remember, more information is free. Be a damn shame, okay, that you didn't at least get the information. You know what I mean? But hey, Eric, some people don't want the information. You know what I mean? Some people don't believe in the information. Some people think that they can get wealthy for free, and it doesn't happen that way. It's a transfer of wealth. You have to be willing. You know how much thousands of dollars I spent to be able to sit on this show and do it? I spent a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money. I spent a lot of money. I've had a lot of mentorship, and that's why I am where the hell I'm at today. Okay, I'm telling you straight up, the reason why I'm at where I'm at today, the reason why I literally have this information is because I took the time to really sit down and make sure that we were thoroughly executing. Guys, don't try to build a portfolio by yourself. There's so many mistakes that you can make. And the only way you won't know how to make those mistakes is if you are in the fire. I can help you save time. I can help you save, but you have to literally believe this thing. All right. So with that being said, I want to say congratulations to all the people that's going to take that step. Congratulations, Ja. Congratulations, Chai. Congratulations also to Brennan. Congratulations, everybody. I'm going to call on Billy real quick. There you go, brother.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, gazillionaires. Goodness gracious. I'm going to tell you, Vince, yesterday I went to see a friend of mine. He's about 15 years older than me, maybe 20. He's in his 80s. He's sitting at his table. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Man, I'm just going to tell you." And he's real shy. He's real shy. He says, "I'm worried about my banking." I mean, he's like 80. He's got all of his money in the bank. Everything he has is in the bank. And he's saying to me, and of course, you know what I did. I Billy vomited on him because, what are you doing today? What can I do in a day? What can we do in a day? And I have other friends calling me about, they want to know this and that about figuring out today. Not 5, 6, 10 months ago when I said, "Man, I think I've come across something that might be worth looking at, worth getting into, or worth looking at." Now, the guy I saw yesterday is just yesterday. He didn't do anything about 10 months ago, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Of course, they call me a little crazy, and they call me conspiracy theory. And the thing about it, I really feel. I mean, just show me. I didn't send that to you a few minutes ago. Mr. Branch didn't send that stuff to you. He didn't make it up, type it up, make it look good, send it to you.
Exactly.
This is in the news. Turn on the TV right now, you hear about how to make Easter egg bunny things. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm worried. I'm scared. I'm almost afraid to share it because I just look stupid. But I don't know, Vince. You know, I think I know. Okay, I think I know. No, I'm worried, scared, I'm happy, I'm frustrated, tired. But I'm gonna tell you what. I think that I am educated. I got this from you. I got this from the community of you. I got it from your community, our friends. Got it from other friends. Got it from our community. You know, you got your community. There's a lot of things getting real hard over this year to get people to understand or even participate. Okay, but I'm just saying it's hard to get people to participate and believe and show up and then execute. But look, I'm done. But
we appreciate you. We appreciate you. That's what we.
Let's talk. Let's talk tomorrow.
Let's talk tomorrow.
Let's talk tomorrow.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Let's talk tomorrow. I'm gonna copy your little song there. I like that. I'm gonna share that.
Absolutely. Peace out, Billy. Hey, listen, guys, we are literally a couple days. I'm keeping my belief. I'm keeping my faith. You know what I mean? Trust your. I can't even put that one out. I can't even put that one. I'm gonna text Chris that one. Hold on. I gotta text Chris that one. I can't let nobody plagiarize. Hold on. Chris, I got something coming your way. You know, I'm always in the lab, Chris. Let me know if that one good, Chris. Let me know if that one good. That might be the next shirt, sir. All right, but yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let me call my brother Mo. Is there anybody else that would like to come up and say anything? Is there anybody else that would like to come up and say anything? Please feel free to raise your hand. This is the moment that I really love. You know what I mean? I love this moment to hear from the people. So Mo, it's on you though, brother.
Man. What's going on? What's going on, man? You know what's one thing you always do when you get on this call right here? Every time, bro. You trust the process. We trust the process. We're here now. We're one day away. Let's go. I'm about to run it back. Man, y'all know my favorite line, trust the process, 5 P's, pray, peace, positivity, purpose, and patience, man. We did it. We made it. It's our time. Let's go. I'm finna say it like this. Light it up, 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 light it up. I just been saucing the beans. Oh yes, I'm gonna do it again. I just been turned up my beat. And she just been shopping these sheets. Okay. Damn, I can't do nothing with Jesus. And I plan on dying like this. Okay. I had a bomb in my tweezers. Now they just know this on lit. Okay. 357 from my mama. Hey man, we did it, man. Look, hey, drop top twins. You know it. You know it. You know it. Yeah. Light it up. Light it up. Light it up.
It's a celebration.
Hey, and the brand coming soon. You know, Lelu, the brand, chosen one, as you can see.
Oh, I like that.
You feel me?
Chris, I look, Chris, I see Chris peeping it too. Look, Chris.
We coming. We here, bro. We here, bro.
Hey, this is a real community. You know, if you feel uncomfortable right now, it's because you don't plug in with the community. If you ain't got nothing to say right now, because you ain't really plugging in with us. Man, plug in with us, man. Join the Discord group. Listen, get my book, all right? Get some mentorship. Do something. Spend some money with me. You know what
everything.
I mean? Spend some money with me. I promise you spend some money with me, I'm gonna make sure you're good. I can't even be real with you no more. Spend some money with me, I'm gonna help you make some money. Period.
What you put out is what you get back. Come on now.
That's all I gotta say. Yo, we about to end this show. We got to end this show. I want to say thank you to every single person that took the time to come out today to this amazing event. I promise you, I promise you, we're going to be global with Coffee and Crypto. We have a brand new 420 is the 100th episode, and we have a new rebranded business for coffee and crypto that's coming. We have a website that is launching specifically for coffee and crypto. We will have merch on that website. Shout out to Chris. We have a new logo coming. Shout out to Chris. If you need anything dealing with shirts, hats, you need printing, you need anything done, holla at Chris. Everything y'all see, the coffee mugs is coming. It won't be Quick Trip no more. All right, it will be coffee and crypto. Okay, holla at Chris. Shout out to Chris. The rebranding is coming. The Blue Factory is in full motion. I appreciate you, Mo. I love you, Mo.
You, bro. I appreciate Chris. I appreciate everybody as well, man. We're a family. Let's get it.
Man, let's get it, y'all. And look, have a blessed day. Remember, we won't be on this call tomorrow, but tomorrow is the dawn. It's a new day. And I hope that you guys, look, even if crypto don't go up, I hope that you're just excited and grateful to make it to tomorrow. Yes, because remember, somebody didn't. Yes. Peace, everybody.
One of them. Play it safe when it comes now. Y'all niggas worse than your moms now. Ain't had to go to the pulpit. I got to sit with the government. I got a team up in Popeyes. Even at the airport with mob ties. The car your friends who flooded. I looked at it. Billy was saying my mama. Hey. She bustin' the shot. Gon' fuck her rich nigga pants off. Where's the chicken? Go right back to Popeyes. Gotta get the Pedro. Light skin bitch with the dark side. But they never gon' fuck up with Beto. Turn it up. Burn 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 it up. It's way too late. Just do it for the sake. It's way too late. Just try going on that date. I took that pic one night. Now I got glowed down in my face. I gave her keys to the house. Might as well go and get a code to the safe. They replaced some cut that's my man. Shit, I'm $100,000 in my hand.
In my hand.
$500,000 to the chain and yeah, the can. Another $500,000 spread on my hands.
On my
yeah, that's great, but can you catch my sling?
Can you catch it?
All I ever do is buy up all the beans.
We buying it up.
Get me through the traffic, Sandy Springs.
Sandy Springs.
Walker, this your push got turbo in the
Turbo in the wings.
Tell me what you wanted, what you see when you was up. Tell me what you tripping, what you tripping.
Why you tripping? Buy crypto.
Toes and you looking, you spot. Rose gold miss with white and you are sitting me now. I done made you take the diamonds off from Tiffany now. I done told you watch this planet, ain't no sympathy now. Push your neck, I don't fuck what they been talking about. Spin the gafford on your ring now, I'm ready to bow now. Baby, let's go. Whoa, 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 let's go. Whoa, whoa, baby, let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh yes, I'ma do it again.
I just left her to my bitch, and she just been shopping this shit. Damn, I can't do nothing with Jesus, and I plan on dying like this. I had a moment my tweezers, now they just know this on lit. 357 from my mom and them, I was one of the ones with
Congratulations. Woo! Thank you, Mo. I appreciate the party. Hopefully y'all with us.
Do it. I love
enjoyed
y'all.
it. Listen, all right. I worked up a little sweat. I got my cardio in. I'm good to go. Y'all got my blood pressure up. This is good. Now I'm about to go and I'm finna make some phone calls. I'll see y'all soon.
Y'all have a blessed day.